presenting the mighty miracle of Jesus healing a man with leprosy. This story can be found in the first 3 books of the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. We will take a closer look at this miracle to understand the depth of his love for us. Understanding the miracles of Jesus can change our life, and it all begins with believing through faith.
Leprosy is a terrible skin disease that is caused by bacteria. It looks really bad. It can make a face look bumpy and can completely change the way a person looks. Some people get on their hands and or feet and lose their fingers and toes from it. During the time when Jesus was around, people thought leprosy was caused by people's sins.
Being contagious and unclean persons, lepers were supposed to isolate themselves from others, demonstrate their impurity, and warn people of their illness. They had to wear torn clothes with their hair being unkempt, cover the lower part of their faces, and shout, "Unclean, unclean."
Jesus was going around healing people and telling stories. Word got around about Jesus, so people would follow him because they wanted to hear what he had to say or see a miracle. While Jesus was walking and talking with people, a man with leprosy approached him, fell to his knees, and put his face on the ground, begging, "Lord, if you want to, you can heal me and make me clean."
Something amazing happened next, like it was no big deal. Jesus just reached out and touched the man. Wait a minute, Jesus reached out and touched a man with leprosy. This was not allowed then and now. Jesus will be unclean. Besides, this man looked bad and probably was really sick.
None of this mattered to Jesus. However, he reached out his hand and said to the man, "I will heal you, be clean." And right at that moment, the leprosy left him. This shows that Jesus was more than just a man. Jesus healed a man of his disease, but also cleansed him from his sin without becoming infected himself.
Jesus then asked the man to do one thing. He asked him not to tell anyone what just happened, to go to the priest to be checked out. This will show that he was clean, and he would leave it often. Then the priest would give permission for him to come back and live with the people again. By going to the priest, the healed man would send a message that Jesus had special power from God. The people were waiting for Messiah, and the priest for Jaws believed that only God could cure leprosy. This was supposed to be a sin that the Messiah had come.
Let's take a closer look at this miracle. Being full of leprosy, this man had no hope of improvement, so he came to Jesus with a great sense of need and desperation despite many discouragements. He knew how terrible his problem was. He knew most everyone thought his condition was hopeless. He had no one who would or could take him to Jesus. He had no previous example of Jesus healing a leper to give him hope. He had no promise that Jesus would heal him. He had no invitation from Jesus or the disciples. He must have felt ashamed and alone in the crowd.
But he had no doubt about the ability of Jesus to heal. His only question was if Jesus was willing to heal and clean him. The leper wanted more than healing. He wanted cleansing, not only from the leprosy, but also from its weakening effects of his life and soul. This highlights the social and religious implication of his illness on the hand, but also his trust to find healing from Jesus.
Jesus responded to the approaching leper, not by arresting him or scaring him away, but by stretching out his hands towards him. As the leper kneeled before him, Jesus touched him instead of warning Jesus of his uncleanness. The leper makes a statement of faith and begs of healing. In response to the leper, Jesus answered that he is willing to heal the man. Order him to be healed, and the man is healed. Jesus did not have to touch the leper in order to heal him. He could have to heal him with a word or even a touch, yet he healed the man with leper with a touch to show he compared to this man who he was. that were untouchable, and to show that he touched the Messiah makes me clean. Instead of assuming that impurity shows the leper more than his power to heal, he also shows his willing of compassion here, heart to heal. The former leper life was changed for it. He was not only healed, but as he had recovered, he was also cleaned.
When Jesus touched the leper, the leprosy and impurity did not spread to Jesus. Jesus is the Holy One and Healer. The power to heal and cleanse flows from Jesus to the leper to conquer the disease. Leprosy is unable to affect Jesus. Illness with its devastating effects is cured, including uncleanness. Jesus, the Holy One, is the Savior who achieves this.
Jesus commands the healed man to give testimony of his healing to the priest only. Jesus often commands people to be quiet about a healing or some miraculous work that Jesus had done for them. He did this because he wanted to calm the excitement of the crowds. Jesus' miracles were not primarily calculated to make him famous or a celebrity. More so, Jesus healed to meet the needs of specific individuals and to demonstrate the evident powers of the Messiah in the setting of love and care for the personal needs of humble people. Going to the priest also helped to bring the former leper back into society.
The message that I want you to take from the story is that it doesn't matter to Jesus what you've done, how you look, or what other people think about you. He made you and he loves you no matter what. Every day, Jesus is trying to reach out and show his love for you, but sometimes we're too busy to notice. Start taking notice of the beautiful things outside, a butterfly, flowers, or a sunset, the love from a parent or a friend, and even kindness from a stranger. All these things are ways God is trying to show his love for you.
Leper